Minecraft, full of stars. Nether stars, perhaps? This is episode 101 of Exploration and Tactics with Brian, and we will try crafting something with the Nether star, as well as trying out some other crafting recipes and some other science and experimentation with Minecraft today. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome back to the aftermath of the Wither fight. I didn't think about doing this last episode, but I am interested to see kind of the destruction and what hath been wrought. And so what I'm going to do is something that I rarely do. What else can I take out of here? This. Yes, there was a chest over here and apparently it got destroyed. I'm going to take off the armor as well, which definitely served me well. I don't know when you go into creative mode, like what it does to your inventory, but I really want to check out what the battlefield looks like, and it is just pockmarked with explosions and snow from snow golems that got annihilated. And here's where I spawned him, and he kind of like made a big explosion that blew up the place. And then I guess it's still the case that his explosions can't damage things in water, because there were a couple times that I fell over in the water over here. And then obviously we have explosions over here as well. And he got down over here. Oh, did he actually like dig down into any... Didn't actually like get down into any cave systems over here. So I don't know if there were just some other mobs or something. And... oh, that's right. There's a spider dungeon over here. I forgot about that. So that was good. The damage is pretty local. I intended to try to stay in one area, and for the most part I did. And then when things got bad, I hopped into the nether portal and got the heck out of here, and so that's good. And yeah, wow. If you didn't watch episode 100, you should definitely go watch it. I'm really upset that the anvil falling trick didn't work, because I'm really curious to see how much damage that would have done if it did work. And so I kind of want to farm another one and do it again, but not for a while. It took forever to get the wither skulls. And until I make more of a farm or figure out if there's a better strategy or get a looting sword or whatever I would need to do, I have no interest in trying to do that anytime too soon. And besides, there's still a whole lot more that I want to do. And so today's episode I would like to devote to a little bit more 1.4 science, because there's a number of things about 1.4 that I would still like to figure out that I don't know all of the fine details of. And so, yeah, that's what we're going to try to do today. And so... let me go back into survival, alright, and try to get some stuff together, and I'll see you guys back over at the house, and we'll test a few more things. Interestingly, I'm not getting any sound for banging on the very damaged anvil until it breaks. Like, I'm not getting the, you know, a sound like that when you're breaking blocks. I'm not sure what's up with that. In any case, I'm just bringing stuff home. Alright, so I'm back home. I did some organization. I need to kind of completely redo all of my storage. The diamond armor is put away. I've got the leftover enchanted iron armor on right now. And I want to do some experiments, and it's about to turn nighttime. And I had previously tried throwing my boots at like zombies and skeletons, and that wasn't working. But people said, oh, there's going to be chickens continuing to run around everywhere. I might go ahead and kill some of these guys off. But people said to continue trying that. Yeah, the chickens are going to be everywhere. This is going to be crazy. I guess they can't reproduce on their own. They can just lay eggs. And so once I kill them all off, it'll all be okay. And people said to keep trying throwing things at the mobs. And so I think one of two things. A, maybe it's only the like zombie villager mobs or whatever who can pick up items, And B, maybe they can only pick up things like weapons and things. And so, and C, possibly they only pick them up if they're not like already like going after you or targeting you or something like that. And so those are a few ideas that I had. Here's a zombie right over here. And I also have a knockback sword that's almost used up. And so I'm going to throw it on the ground and also see if he happens to pick it up. Like, alright, he didn't just like pick it up. But I wonder, it's laying on the ground over there. I wonder if like another zombie might find it. There's another zombie over there. Like if he doesn't see me, and if he's not tracking me, if he might just walk over there and pick it up. I can't even see the knockback sword that's on the ground. But then I want to see if he ends up with knockback, but I'm not sure how to entice him to come over this way and pick it up without him seeing me. I'm not sure what the right strategy is here. There's the sword on the ground. Hey zombie, come over here. Can I just like barely get in range to where he'll see me and start walking over here to chase me, and then I can run away and get back out of range? Okay, here he sees me. Let's make sure he's perfectly on a path to pick up the sword. Okay, and now he doesn't see me. And now he does see me. Great, and now he doesn't. And so, did he pick up the sword? I can't tell. No, the sword is still there. Let's try this again. Hey, zombie. Zombie, zombie, zombie. Does he have to be looking at you to, like, see you the first time? Hey, I'm over here. There we go. Now he sees me. Because I'll really be curious to see if he can use the knockback effect on the sword. But that requires him to pick up the sword in the first place. Alright, I'm going to sprint away. Alright, I'm out of range. He should be like standing right over by the sword, and so possibly he'll wander around and pick it up. And if not, we'll have to try it with the zombie villager guy instead. Alright, he's walking around. No, he still didn't pick up the sword. He wasn't in exactly the right spot. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do this. Yeah, he walked right past it. Alright, that's not working. I'm gonna go find a zombie villager guy to isolate and see if I can throw the sword at him and see if anything different happens. And so, I will see you guys in a moment. Alright, I walked around the desert for the entire night, and I didn't see a single one of those zombie villager dudes. And so, I know I've seen a number of them. I think they're just random spawns, but I think it's maybe, I don't know, I would guess like a 5% chance or a 2% chance that any zombie who spawns as a zombie villager, maybe? I don't know, but in any case, I didn't get one. And so, I think we'll move on to the next experiment. I have a big list of them lined up, some of them based on spoiler comments and hints and different things that people have given me, and some of them just based on kind of questions of things to try out. Alright, so the next thing people asked, which was a great question, is about spawners. And so I happen to have a zombie spawner right here, almost right below my base. And can these guys spawn zombie villagers? I don't know the answer. And so I think we're going to find out. And so I'm going to hollow out kind of an area for them to fall in, and we'll turn out the lights and let it spawn a bunch of them. And see if it's possible for this thing to spawn zombie villagers or not. And so let me take some time to do that. I can't remember if I've actually crafted one of these before. I think I crafted one to try it out. But we are going to make a redstone lamp and a switch so that we can turn the zombie spawner on and off very easily. Alright, so this will be not particularly, I'm not going to be able to spawn very many. I think I'll hit the limit of 6. Since I think if there's 6 mobs within a range of the spawner, it doesn't spawn anymore anyway. But if we do that a few times, we might get enough numbers to see how this works. And so, I believe I could turn the light off, and we will start getting zombies. And did I leave? Yes, there's actually a light up in the corner, and so let me knock out that torch so that we get more spawns. Alright, so you go away. Let's knock out that torch. Let's give myself a step back up real quick. Alright, there we go. And now we can turn the light out. Let's, where's the nearest light in here as well? Is it just this? Oops. If I knock that out. Oh, there's one right here. That's the key one. Okay, great. Now we'll get some zombie spawns. Alright, so those are normal zombies. Actually, let me add a little bit of light back here. I think that should be far enough away. Let's see what the light level is here. Light level is 11. Let's move this a little bit further back. Around there should be good. Yeah, now the light level's 7. Okay, great. And, okay, so we've got a couple of normal zombies. Another normal zombie, it looks like. There's another one who's also a normal zombie. And am I going to get any more spawns? I think I should get a couple more. Well, I think what I'll do is I'll try this out a few times. I don't know, until I get like 30 zombies total eventually. And I'll let you guys know if we ever get a zombie villager, or possibly a zombie spawning with like a shovel, or armor, or different things like that. These are all questions that I don't know the answer to. And so I'll try it a few times and let you know what the outcome is. Alright, we're up to about 15 of these guys, and they've still all been perfectly normal. It occurs to me, I can do this. I can throw the knockback sword in there, and then walk far enough away that they won't be able to track me. And so hopefully they're wandering around inside there, and now I can walk back in and see if any of them has picked up the knockback sword. No, it's still on the ground. Let me let them wander around for a little bit longer. I'm really curious to see if any of them will eventually pick that up. And so I'll just wait here for a moment. Alright, that was about 30 seconds of waiting off camera. Hopefully they've had time to wander around. And the sword is still just sitting there on the ground. Doesn't anybody want to pick up that sword? It looks like such a nice sword. I'm not sure. Like, I really thought that these guys, I don't know if they still, it didn't seem like they had a way to track me, because some of them had walked across the room. I really thought that these guys were going to be able to, like, pick up weapons and, oh, there's still another zombie in here. Weapons and armor now. But it doesn't seem like that's the case. My speculation is that spawners will not spawn anything other than normal zombies now. I'm not 100% sure about that, but just based on the fact that I know that there's custom spawner metadata that people like Vex use in maps now to like spawn monsters with certain armaments and weapons and hit points and different things, my guess is that all the default ones always just create the default mobs. That also kind of raises a question that I never knew the answer to for a long, long time, which is spider jockeys. If you have a spider spawner, can it ever spawn a spider jockey? Because I think in normal spawning conditions, when a spider, like, you know, just spawns in darkness on the surface, it has like a 1 in 100 chance of spawning with a skeleton on its back. But I don't know if spider spawners could ever produce spider jockeys. And so similarly, I'm guessing probably not, and I'm guessing it's probably the case that spawners always create identical mobs. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to do, I don't know, a few dozen more zombies off camera, and I'll just let you know if there's ever a rogue zombie with different attributes other than the default. I'm going to throw the knockback sword in here again and turn the lights off. I need to go get another sword just for me. Oh, and I can finally sleep the night in the weather away, because it was raining. I'm in the desert, so I don't have to deal with the sounds most of the time. But I'm going to grab a couple more swords for me, just that I can use for killing them off. And maybe I'll be far enough away, and with all the time any zombies who spawn down there, maybe one of them will finally pick up the sword that's down there. Do I really not have... Alright, got blocks of iron that we can turn into iron ingots. And then create a couple more swords that are just normal swords that we can use to kill off all these zombies. Alright, and what are the chances that one of the zombies will have picked up the knockback sword? I have no idea. Based on my previous experiments, I would have to say 0, but I'm kind of hoping that I'll get lucky this time. Let's see what we've got. Doo-doo-doo. Sword is still just on the ground. I'm gonna, once again, just kind of like get out of range to where they'll see me, but in range to where the spawner is still spawning them. And see if any of them ever pick up that sword. it's really pretty curious to me because one of the, spoiler Etho episodes that I watched, he talked about dying somewhere and then coming back to get his stuff, and his stuff was gone even though the 5-minute item timer wasn't up, and he basically speculated that a zombie had like picked up his armor and weapons or whatever and then despawned. And yeah, so I think that that's like a thing that happens, but none of them have picked it up. Yeah, so I really don't know what's up with that. Alright, I'm just going to tell you the final outcome of the results over here. Aha! I closed off the room and one of them picked up the knockback sword. Alright, and so now I need to kill all of them except the guy with knockback, and then see if the knockback sword like actually is still a knockback sword and still works and he's going to hit me with knockback. So I'm still not sure what the conditions are that cause them to actually choose to pick up the items. It's got knockback 1 on it, and I have all of my hearts, so let's just hop down here. Yes! I got knockbacked. It totally works. Okay, so that's really cool. Alright, and then finally, if I kill him, will he drop this item that he picked up? There's an item on the ground. It was knockback, and it was almost used up. Knockback 1 almost used up. Alright. So, that was a cool experiment. I'm still going to create a few more zombies to see if they ever spawn as zombie villagers. But in any case, it is possible for them to pick up a sword. I still don't understand the conditions in which they do it, but at least I know that it's possible. A zombie picked up the cobblestone. There's a zombie holding cobblestone over there. So that was the cobblestone that's like the step that I broke. And so it was just sitting on the ground over there. So apparently they can pick up more than just weapons. And then I presume if I kill him, will he drop the cobblestone? Let's actually kill him last. And see if he'll drop the cobblestone. There's this one other zombie over here who's being annoying. Doesn't want to see me. Oh, 2 other zombies. Hello. Alright, let's kill them first. Alright, and so now the only one left is the cobblestone one. I assume, yeah, it's not going to do any more damage than normal. And now if I kill you, will he drop... The cobblestone looks really big in his hand, too. That's actually pretty weird looking. And he dropped the piece of cobblestone. Alright, well that's another interesting thing. Still haven't seen anything other than a zombie villager, or a normal zombie. And I've already done like 30 of them. I'll do a couple more experiments. I dropped a couple more random objects in here. So there's accidentally a chicken in here. No, they didn't pick up the chicken. I accidentally threw an egg, and apparently, yeah, it hatched a baby chick. But I dropped an egg and a piece of chicken in here, just to see if they would pick that up. I still don't understand the conditions in which they pick things up. Oh, there's a zombie villager! Holy cow! Oh, wow! Wow, alright, so it took, I'm guessing, that was about the 40th spawn, is my rough guess. He's kind of trapped here, and he might be close enough that he won't despawn if I go get potions. Except for I don't know how to cure him. I think people said you need an awkward potion plus some kind of like golden something. But I don't know golden what. Golden apple? Golden carrot? Just a piece of gold? Yeah, I'm not sure how to cure him, unfortunately. But I'm actually interested to try to cure him. I might actually go and look that up online at this point. I've already done 11 episodes without any spoilers. And there's only a few more days that I have before I go on vacation, and so I want to learn kind of more of the stuff about 1.4, so I think I am going to look that up and see if I can turn this guy into a normal villager. So I'll be right back. Alright, I think it's a splash potion of weakness and a golden apple. I'm not sure if he might have despawned. I'm not sure if I'm still in range or not. But let's go take a look, just in case, because he's pretty much like right below here. And so hopefully maybe he has not despawned. Ouch. Are you still here, dude? Please? He is! Hey, buddy. Alright, so... Did I hit you? Yes, he's weakened. And now we give him a golden apple? How do we get him to pick up the golden apple, though? I wonder if I was supposed to, like, right-click on him with the golden apple or something. Should I let him wander around and pick up the golden apple? Crap, I'm not sure what to do here. Maybe I should right-click on him with the golden apple. I think I'm going to try that, actually. How about this? We're going to box you in over here. That's right. Got good stuff going on. I think the weakness may have already worn off, and so I need to be careful about that as well. Come back over here. There you go. All right, yeah, you stand over there. Let me pick up all the stuff. We're going to get rid of the baby chick. Sorry for those of you who love baby chicks. But this is for science. We need to make sacrifices. All right, and so, once again, we're going to hit you with a weakness potion. And I managed to hit myself, but he is weakened as well. If I right-click on him... Oh, wow! I right-clicked on him with the apple. And it made a crazy sound. And he has a weird potion effect. And he's, like, shaking and turning red. But he hasn't turned back into a villager. And so I'm not sure... Actually, did he ever get hit with the weakness potion? I'm going to try hitting him with another weakness potion, just in case. Well, that sound makes me think that, like, something amazing should happen or should be happening. But, yeah, he just has this crazy effect. Is there anything else? Let me go read the wiki again. Alright, it just says he'll eventually get cured, and he does still have this weird potion effect on him. And so, maybe if I just give him time, he will turn back into a normal villager. And so I'm just going to sit here and wait with the camera running, and I'll make a cut. I don't know if while he's in this state with the red potion effect, if he's going to chase after me. Oh! He turned into a villager. So I didn't get a chance to... I only just thought of that right before he changed. And he's still got, like, some potion effect on him. If I walk around, if I talk to you, and he's just a normal villager with a trade and a whatnot. Yeah, I didn't think about it until just before he changed. I was going to see if he was going to attack me or still behave like a normal zombie. Alright, well, there's a villager now. He's in the dungeon. Yeah, I don't mind reading the wiki about that one, because that one's... It's not too interesting to me. It's not something I'm going to be using as a game mechanic. Very likely in the game anyway, and it's not something that I would have figured out on my own. You guys did give me some hints, but even with the hints, it was definitely useful to go ahead and do that. And let's see. Actually, there's something else that we can do right now that involves an item that I still have left over right here, although it's almost used up. Carrot on a stick. People said I should cast it while I'm riding the pig. And as far as I know, the pig is still over in the nether. And so we are going to hop aboard the pig with the carrot on the stick and try actually kind of like casting the fishing rod to see what happens with that. So... Oh, Pigoo! The last time I saw him, he was up here. Yep, there he is. There's my piggy friend. Alright, and so if we just ride him, and we don't have the carrot on the stick, he's just going to wander around on his own. But now if I get the carrot on the stick, he's going to start walking in a direction, and now if I cast it, I'm right-clicking and it does nothing. And I'm left-clicking... and it seems like it just, like, hits people. And so, I'm not sure that this does anything. I thought people said that if I, like, cast the fishing rod, it would do something. But I'm not really seeing it do anything. Alright, he is continuing to, like, munch on the carrot. And so I'll be curious to know... Okay, and now apparently it is broken. I see. Oh! The carrot, it's back to just a normal fishing rod now. The carrot broke off, but now I have a fishing rod that I just casted once, and now it's damaged. Alright. So I thought there was going to be some other mechanic there, and I don't know if I just kind of missed it. But in any case, it's always fun to ride a pig. I'm going to cross that off my list and go take a look at what's next. All right, we already looked at some of the new things in the F3 menu, or at least I noticed at least a couple of them. I think there are probably some other things I didn't notice. But for example, on the left column, F0 south, like it shows you east, north, west. And as an aside, it's a little bit bugged. It used to be the case when you go into the nether, you preserve your orientation, and so I'm facing south. But when I hop into the nether here, I'll end up facing north. And yeah, I've noticed that because it's gotten me a little bit confused. And then like if I'm facing, let's say west, when I try to come back out of the nether, now I'm still facing west. And so I think when you're coming out of the nether, it preserves your orientation, but when you go in, it doesn't, or I'm not sure exactly what it was. But people said, so we know F3 plus A causes the chunks to get reloaded. And I think I just saw a creeper when the chunks were getting reloaded inside. I have this little hut that I was testing out night vision. And I think possibly a creeper spawned inside this hut. Yep. Hello, creeper. How you doing? You having a nice time in this little 1x2 spot that somehow you just managed to spawn in? Oh, you are? Well, that's nice. Guess what? I have a surprise for you. Oop! I guess I didn't have a surprise for them. He had a surprise for me. Alright, I kind of deserved that. I got too casual and stupid. He blew up all my signs about bugs, but that's okay. We did that back in episode 96 or something. I can tear this whole thing down. We don't need to post the signs or the paintings and different things around here. All right, apparently there's something else. If you press F3 and H, I believe is what people told me. And so I am going to press F3 and H and see what happens. F3, H. I didn't see anything happen. F3, F3, H. F3H, F3H. Yep, I don't see it. I don't know what I'm missing here. Alright, we're going to move on to the next thing. Alright, people told me that the order of enchanted items in the anvil actually matters. And I thought I'd tried that before, but I didn't try it with conflicting enchants, such as Knockback and Bane of Arthropods. And so let's walk over to the anvil, and if I put Knockback in the left slot, and Bane of Arthropods in the right spot... Oh, those don't conflict. You can have both of those together, and so I presume then the order doesn't matter here. I need to get some things with conflicting enchantments. That's interesting. Enchantment cost of 13. I thought it said enchantment cost of 19 the other way, though. It did. It's so interesting. It seems like... Interesting. If I have, like, the better... Like, I have the more beat-up item over here and the more perfected, kind of, like, not used-up item over here. If I had conflicting armor enchantments or something, I don't have other enchanted gear lying around that I could test this out with. Yeah, I'll be back in just a moment. All right, here we go. Fortune and Silk Touch cannot both happen on the same object, I believe. And so I'm going to put Fortune in the left slot and Silk Touch in the right spot. Too expensive. Does that just mean I don't have enough levels? Like, does it not even show you what would happen if you don't have enough levels to do whatever it is? Should I get up to level 30 and try this out? I'm really curious about it, and I don't have lower level enchanted items with conflicts just kind of lying around. Could try to enchant some armor that would conflict. I'll think about this again. Alright, I'm going to do some level 1 enchants on some armor in the hopes of getting conflicting enchants. And then we can try that out. Okay, that'll work. Because now I have Pants with Projection 1 and Pants with Projectile Protection 1. And you can't have both of those on the same object. And so, if I have Protection on the left and Projectile Protection on the right, I get Protection. And then if I swap them, Projectile on the left, Protection on the right, projectile protection. And so it seems like it prefers the left-hand side enchant. That's projectile protection. That's also projectile protection. So I don't have anything else I can test it out with. But that could be interesting because maybe that means I could combine, like, you know, Bane of Arthropods and Knockback. Oh, don't I have a Bane of Arthropods and a Knockback Sword? Oh, no, that was the first thing I tried. Duh. Oh, dear, my brain is going away. All right, and so that actually could be interesting. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to try was the bow. I wanted to see if I was going to be able to repair the bow. And so, can you put bows in this thing? So if I do like that and that tells me enchantment cost is 25. Power 3, punch 1, infinity 1, and power 1. Power 3, punch 1, infinity 1. Okay. And if I swap them, enchantment cost 38. Wow. Although I guess power 1 and power 3 maybe don't conflict the same way, and so yeah, I don't quite understand everything that's going on here, and it costs less to do it this way. So it seems like you want the better item on the left in any case. All right, that's interesting. I'm sure there's still more that I can learn about the anvil by reading up on the wiki, but that was one that I could easily experiment with. And so I'm always happy to do experiments on my own if it's something that I think I might actually use in the world. And I will probably use kind of preserving that bow, as well as potentially preserving a set of diamond armor in case I decide I do want to farm more withers in the future. Because you definitely need good gear to fight the wither, and that's pretty much the only thing you need good gear for in this game. Thus far, anyway. All right, let me figure out what else is on my list. All right, I think people said there might be something new with maps. And let's see if I even remember how to create one. Yeah, I think it's a compass in the center of the paper. I don't usually use maps. Empty map. Interesting. Oh, you have to right-click on it. And now it's filling in everything. Like I didn't have to walk around anymore. Interesting. And you had to right click on it to actually kind of activate it, which I actually do like if it started out as an empty map. And can I like zoom in or something? This seems like it's pretty largely zoomed in actually. Like I can see like all the detail. I'm trying right clicking on it or left clicking on it. I guess left clicking just like uses it as an item. I want to walk around, like it used to be the case that maps were 1,000 by 1,000. And so I just want to walk around and see. I'm pretty sure this is not nearly 1,000 by 1,000. Which edge? How can I tell how far this is going to be? Well, let's just walk to the end of the street over here. Yeah, this is only going to be like 100 by 100 or something. Is there a way to zoom in? It does give me kind of more of a detail of the village. All right, I'm already going off the edge of the map. Yes, that was only like 100 blocks or 200 blocks or something probably across. That's definitely changed. And then if I look at it, it's called map number 0. I wonder if you can name them in the anvil, actually. Let me try that real quick. And then I also want to see if you can display them in an item frame. And if you do display them in the item frame, I'm curious to see if your little marker that shows where you currently are on the map like also shows up. So let's try both of these things. Anvil, map. Apparently I can rename it. Cheesy Town. And that would cost me 5 gold, and then I would have a map named Cheesy Town. All right, that's pretty cool. Can I combine it with anything? Can I, like, add iron to it? No, I don't think so. All right, that's a little bit interesting. And item frame, we'll just knock the coal out of the item frame. Oops, right-clicking on it just rotates it. Guess I can do that, and then... Neat! So the map is there. I need to put it higher up on the wall so I can get a better look at it. All right, so the map is there, and there's like a little green, there's like 2 things. There's a green marker, which maybe shows where I created the map or something. And then there's another marker. Hold on, the sun Sun's about to go down. I should do this outside so that I can walk farther away, but still be able to see the map maybe. And yeah, we'll be okay for a few seconds over here. All right, so let's put the item frame here and a map. Oh, now it's got like 3 markers on it. Is it like everywhere that the map has ever been posted on a wall? That would be interesting. I think that might be what all those little markers were. Let's go put it on a wall over here now and see if we get a 4th marker. Yep, now there's a marker on this building, and it's got like the orientations of which way it was facing. That's cool. It's a way that you can actually put kind of points of interest. And so, yeah, the maps aren't as big, but at least they're more functional now. And so overall, that's probably an improvement. Let's see, what else do we need to do? Let me go take a look at my list again. Entities in Ender portals. So we already know that we can send entities through nether portals. We pushed a pig through there. We've, threw a piece of dirt or cobblestone in there and it ends up on the other side. And that seems to be a really cool way that one could create automated farms. And so I may do a bit of that in the future. But I haven't tried the same thing with the end. And with the end portal, it's kind of weird because if you put something in the end portal from the overworld, like, would it just end up inside the spawn room? Because there isn't kind of a portal on the other side there. And then if you put it through the end portal in the end, would it end up back at your bed? Or I'm not sure how any of these things are going to work. And so I'm going to assume that different entities, whether they be mobs or objects, would kind of work the same way. And so I'm holding 28 pieces of chicken right now. So let's try throwing a piece of chicken. And I didn't hear it burn up, and so I think it may have gone into the end. And so now I've got 27 pieces of chicken. And so let's walk into the end and see if my chicken is there. And it is. I heard myself pick it up, and there is an Enderman right here. Hello. All right, but I'm back to 28 pieces of chicken, and so it definitely is the case you can throw stuff into the end portal. And it just, like, sits in the spawn room. And so now I'm really curious about the other way. And I did just sleep in the bed, and so I've got the correct spawn. But now I want to see what happens. Actually, I've seen in Final Fantasy II, I've seen, like, villagers and chickens swimming around in this end portal. And so I'm pretty sure that mobs cannot go back through this end portal. And so I imagine the chicken probably can't as well. I'm going to throw 2 pieces in there. And I'm just going to try to get close to it and see if I can pick up the chicken again. Not right now. All right, and when I go back to bed, yes, the chicken is not back. And so I think that may be the eternal trash can in the end. When you throw things into that end portal, there's no way to get them back, would be my guess. Because I think it might just be kind of like sitting on the floor in there and you teleport out of the end before you even get there. I don't know. That's my guess. And yeah, but the end portal, by virtue of the fact that it's a flat open portal in the overworld, that would be an easy one to like push kind of items into or whatever, or dump mobs into for like some kind of mob trap. If you had like a zombie spawner that was like right above the end portal and like all the zombies fell into it, then you could just like teleport into the end and like throw a splash potion and like kill them all at the same time or something probably. I don't know. Just kind of brainstorming, spitballing. We have 1 or 2 other things I want to get to today, so let me take a look at my list again. All right, apparently there's pumpkin pie. I think based on the hints people have given me, the recipe may be similar to cake, and I don't even remember how to make a cake. And there's enough foods in Minecraft that unless there's anything special about pumpkin pie, I don't think I'm going to create it, so I don't think I'm going to do that. I do own some TNT, and apparently fire arrows can now set off TNT. But I've actually already seen that in someone else's video, and it's like fire arrow shoots into the TNT and the TNT goes off. And so I'm not going to waste some TNT on that right now because I don't have a ton of TNT in my world. And so I think the final thing for this episode is to try to figure out what to do with this. And so I do, not from people's spoilers, I've heard that there's something called the beacon. I don't know exactly what it is. And I think you make it out of this thing and some emeralds. And those are things that I just like, accidentally read in like titles of videos or messages on Reddit and things. that I saw long ago. And so I have blocks of emerald. And then I don't know what you actually do with the beacon. Like gives off some light or something? That was going to be my first guess about how you might create it. I was trying to think of what's like the most expensive, impressive thing. Or maybe it's like up on a pedestal. Or maybe you need emeralds instead of blocks of emeralds. Or I'm going to experiment with some crafting recipes real quick and just see if I can figure it out. But I have a feeling that this might be another thing that I need to look up. All right, I couldn't figure out the crafting recipe on my own. I am going to go look it up, and I'm also going to do that because I don't know what it does, and it was very hard for me to obtain, and so I don't want to accidentally like place it and then find out that you can't move it or somehow do the wrong thing with it. And so I'm actually going to go read about the beacon online. All right, I'm glad I ended up reading about this on the wiki because it seems like it's like the most complicated block in the game. I'm not sure I completely understand it, but I think I know enough now that I can try to do stuff. And so I'm going to need some obsidian and some glass. And so I will get that stuff cooking up, and then we'll try to create a beacon and figure out how it works. Potato, 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 potato. I love potatoes. I know this is off topic, but I saw the potatoes needed to be harvested, and they needed to be harvested. Potato. I like potatoes. All right, so apparently it's got an obsidian base. The star goes up there, and then we put glass all around, and that creates a beacon. All right, and then apparently for some reason you need blocks to create a pyramid, and like bigger pyramids create like bigger area effects. We'll get to that in a minute. I want to try it with a couple of different items on it, or makeups of the pyramid, and I guess I'll just put it here in the center of the village for right now to try it out. Because as far as I understand it, you can just move this thing and pick it up if you want to, I think. But you can make different size pyramids, where a pyramid is just kind of like a thing like that. Ooh! And it shines a light up into the ceiling. Alright, that's cool. And then primary power, speed, or haste, jump boost. I don't know what haste is. I guess it mines faster? And secondary power, regen. It's the only secondary power, apparently. And then do you have to, like, put an item in it to, like, fuel it, I think? And then I, like, select a primary power. Secondary power is haste 2. And then do I just check and say that it's done? And now, oh, haste. I have haste, which I guess lets me mine stuff faster. And look at that, it keeps like resetting to 8 seconds. If I stand in the light, ooh, that's fun. I will place some blocks here and just get like an iron pick, and I just want to see if I can tell if I'm mining faster, and that's what haste does. I'm just basing this based on the so it's kind of like do in order to mine those when I have haste. And then if I go over here away from the beacon, I believe that the haste will wear off. Yes, now I don't have haste anymore. I can't tell if that was actually mining faster, or I don't know what haste is. And then another one of the powers was like jump boost or something. But I don't know what I need to do in order to like use that. And then I think I heard if you break a block Does it turn off? Yes, the light goes off. But then the light comes back on, and then is it still giving me my haste bonus? Yes, okay. And then I want to find out if I break one of these blocks and replace it with an emerald block. All right, the light comes back on. I want to figure out how to get jump boost. Oh, you have to have a bigger pyramid. I see. Jump boost is the thing I'm really most interested in, actually, because if you could jump higher in Minecraft, that would be really awesome. And so I have enough iron that I should be able to do that, actually. Yeah, because I would need 9. I would need 25 more iron blocks. Yeah, I could totally do that. And then I think you can just, like, pick up the beacon. Ooh. I'm going to save the game real quick just in case you can't break the beacon, because I'm not sure. So I'll be right back. All right, so I don't usually make backup copies of the game for stuff like this. Okay, you can pick up the beacon. All right. But, yeah, spent a lot of time getting this thing. All right, I'm pretty sure I have a ton of iron blocks, and so I can make the pyramid taller with iron blocks. And it seems like maybe it doesn't matter what these blocks are made of in order to get the different beacon powers. And so let's just try this. Let's build a bigger pyramid of iron blocks. And so I guess it's going to have to be 5 by 5, I think, at the base, and then 3 by 3 on the next level. Like this. And then I can put the beacon on top, and there's its little light. And now I can select that power, jump boost. Oh, right, but then you have to, like, ooh, wow. That was like glowing in my inventory when I... Neat. Does everything glow? No, I guess it's just maybe the blocks glow when you're next to the beacon. I don't know. I need to get out of... Let me cancel out of this menu. I need to get a another iron ingot to sacrifice to the beacon gods, apparently. All right. Jump boost. Secondary power seems like it's always regen. What happened to my iron ingots? Did I just drop them on the ground? Cancel. Or did I not actually create any? Alright, iron ingots are in my inventory. Jump boost. The iron ingots are out of my inventory again. What's going on here? Like, you saw that, right? 9 iron ingots in my inventory. They're in my inventory. They're still in my inventory. I right-click on the beacon, and the ingots are not here anymore. Alright, so that seems to be a bug, which is not a surprise, because anytime they add a new feature, there's always a bug, like dyeing the dog collars or whatever. Alright, so we are going to grab a single iron ingot, and we're also going to put away these emerald blocks so that they don't end up somehow disappearing from my inventory forever or something. And now we're going to walk up to the beacon block again. Maybe if you click on a beacon, like, it always converts ingots and things into blocks? I don't know. Maybe it's actually somehow a feature. I might experiment with that. All right. Let's say OK. And now I have jump boost. And so what does jump boost actually do? Let's see if I can jump up to a too high thing now, I guess. No. I have jump boost. It does seem like I might be jumping higher. Maybe I can jump 1.5 high? There's these little wall pieces that we haven't experimented much with other than when we first started 1.4. Hello, doggies. I need to borrow a wall. Alright, and so we've got some cobblestone wall pieces. And so just as a reminder, they're kind of like a fence. Oops, I thought they were like a fence. Oh, I might have jump boost, and so I can't tell. All right, let's go try to jump over a wall over here and verify that it is 1.5 tall and I can't normally jump over it. All right, so here's a cobblestone wall. Oh, wait, I jumped over it over here? Oh, maybe I still had the jump boost. All right, jump boost is off. Now I cannot jump over it. Okay, this is interesting, actually. And so now if I run over here to where I'm within the area of effect, where I get jump boost for 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Yes, I can jump over it. All right, so I guess it makes it so you can jump 1.5 blocks instead of 1. That's a little bit interesting. It's turning nighttime, and I want to make sure I don't have any creepers spawn in the village and try to blow up my beacon or anything. And let's see. And then the other effects were like resistance and... yeah, I still couldn't tell the effect of the haste. Haste, speed, resistance, jump boost, and strength. And so I guess this could be useful, like if I wanted to fight the Wither again, I could get like resistance or strength or something. And then if the secondary power is regen, I didn't ever see like the secondary power kicking in. I'm not even sure. I have to go read up again about secondary powers. All right, and then the final thing we need to check out is apparently you can see this light from like super long off. And so I've had the speed potion sitting in my bar like all day. I'm going to go ahead and drink it just so that we can get really far away from the beacon and see how far away we can see the beacon. And we can kill chickens along the way. Bye-bye, rogue chicken. It's my initial experiments with Babby. All right, I could definitely still see that from over here. Hello, squids. Let's see how far away I have to get before like the town's not even going to render. Okay, I can still see the beacon over here. And I'm getting some chunk errors because Minecraft. Alright, and now over here, I can still kind of see the town. I thought possibly you were still supposed to even be able to see it even if the chunk was no longer loaded. But that doesn't seem to be the case. And so let's see. Okay, now it comes back in. Alright, but you can see it from a long ways off. And it goes way up into the sky, and so if you were trying to find kind of like land markers or something, like that could be pretty cool as a way to see things from a long ways off. And then maybe if I keep these chunks loaded, because it seems like I can see it from farther away. Oh, nope, just went away again. And so if I get a tiny bit closer, will it come back? All right, there it's back again. I just want to see. All right, that's Z of 628 or so is where I was able to first see it. And then I just want to get a sense of just how far away you can see it. It's probably like 128 blocks or something. And so, yeah, as far as kind of final loot from the boss, from the Wither, I don't know that this was terribly worth it. All right, 628 to 782 is, that's more than 128. That's like 156 blocks or something. Anyway, you can see it from a long distance away. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know that this is kind of like worthwhile loot for killing the Wither. I also noticed I don't think I got much experience for killing the Wither. But it definitely was the case that the Wither boss battle was extremely fun and difficult and challenging, and that's something that I like in Minecraft. And so I don't know if I expressed that enough in the previous episode, but yeah, I definitely appreciate it. It took me a long time to farm all those skulls, and that part was not fun, but the boss battle itself was very fun and scary, and so I enjoyed that, and I would like trying to get anvils to drop on his head or try some other things, and so in the future, I might try farming the Wither again, and we could create more of these beacon blocks and possibly play around with them a little bit more. But in any case, I think I've probably done enough for today. I don't have any idea how much footage I have for today. As a reminder, I'm about to go on vacation. I'll probably maybe get a couple more videos out maybe this week before I go. But then I'm going to be on vacation for like 3 to 4 weeks. And so I'm not sure whether or not you guys are going to get any videos in that time or not. But yeah, sometime around December, I'll probably be back. And so if you stay subscribed, you'll be notified whenever I get back of videos. And maybe I'm at least considering, I've talked about this for like a year, like doing real life videos. And so maybe when I'm on vacation, I'll try to do some real life videos, maybe. So you could also stay subscribed for that, maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided. Yeah, but as usual, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. We got to try off a little bit more Minecraft science and try out a few more 1.4 features that I wasn't certain about. We cured a zombie villager who's probably still walking around down here because whereas zombies despawn, I don't think villagers ever despawn. Yep, he's still just kind of lost down here. Your friends are all upstairs if you want to come find them. He seems content to just kind of pace back and forth. All right, enjoy your hole. Yes, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys are having a great day, and at least for 1 or 2 more, I'm definitely jumping higher. I can tell as I'm coming up the stairs. It like takes longer to like get back down to the ground, but still only jumping 1.5. Like that's not a terrific jump boost. In any case, I wonder if there's a potion that does like jump boost and haste. I don't know if those are like potion effects. Like resistance you can get from the Notch Golden Apple. That you can get from a potion. That you can get from a potion. These guys, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll read some more about that on my own. All right. Enough of that. Hope you guys are having a great day. I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.